worth a look. So. Windy last night though. I think that camera would have been alright, stashed up there.
Aye, it's covered over, should be right.
Yeah, heavy old tarp, we're carrying it up. Oh, I do like these. Oh, lovely moves.
That's it, good effort.
Oh, it's a stretch. Oh, yes.
Right, that's it. Hold that for 4 seconds.
Oh, that's a good rock. Oh, that's, yep. I don't know what you reckon with these moves with them soft shoes on, lad.
Aye, we'll see in a minute. That's it, George, keep going.
Oh, it's grand.
Great effort. That's it, we'll get there. Keep working your way up.
I've got it, Ash. Oh, yes. Go on, Ash, how are you doing? How's them plimmies? You're making it look hard. Aye, tricky this bit, lad. Yep.
Bloody hell, George. Water. His way up here. Yeah.
It must be there. Your fingers are where I want to step them in, just your left thumb. That's it, Ash.
Feeling a bit exposed up here.
Looks solid though, lad. Ah, how's the view?
Aye, views are good. Views are good.
It's just magic.
Yeah, the thing with working with large format, particularly super large format, I shot with a 10 by 12 inch Instanto that the Abrams had owned and used. They may have used a slightly smaller version in their work, but the thing that struck me initially with it is that it was a two-person job and they operated as brothers, George and Ashley, and it needed two people to carry the size of the camera, the dark slides, the tripod. I mean, it would have been virtually impossible, you know, particularly with the style of rucksacks available then, to have carried all the stuff. So it was definitely a two-person job. when you're shooting large format, even today, you tend to shoot with long exposures, maybe a second, because the emulsion is sensitive enough to be able to do that. Back in their day, the Abrams day, the photographic emulsion wasn't as sensitive, so it required longer exposures. So their exposures would have been 3 or 4 or 5 seconds, depending on how bright it was, which meant that everything would have to be set up. So the climber or the subject would have to be very, very still. The camera equipment would have to have been still as well. So they would have worked on days where the weather was good or perfect even. So no strong winds and the like, because the camera would have wobbled from side to side.
Grand day that.
Aye, quality
I
day.
reckon, yeah. Well, it'd be a classic, that route.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call it? Nape's Needle.
Nape's Needle. Walter done alright there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Yeah, good on ours.
why don't we bust down to Automobile,
Yeah,
go pick up Mabel.
pick up Mabel.
Hey.
Yeah, we'll take her around. You'll be glad of your boots today, Arash.
Right, back to the boots.
Right.
No rubber today. Nice of you to join us, Mabel.
Oh, pleasure. I just spend a day like this.
Crikey, yeah.
Have you guys been up here before, much?
Once or twice, had a look around.
Yeah.
Fantastic scenery.
Great crack.
Are you taking this one then, Arash?
Aye, I'll take this one.
What's it, Ashley? You make it look hard.
It's not as straightforward as it looks.
Did you want me to do this one, Ash?
I feel free.
That's it, Mabel. Show him how it's done.
Yeah, I'll
you
get
get up
us to
there.
the top.
So plainly, the Abrams had their premises right in the heart of Keswick, and with that they would have had commercial success, from their routine portrait work, their routine landscape work, and obviously this exciting rock climbing photography. So they were seen as these sort of action men, rock climbing photographers who ran a successful business. They were one of the first to have a motor car in the area, so they were, quite sort of, I wouldn't say flash, but plainly successful young guys who had money and took part in action sports. So there was, I'm sure they were seen to some extent as the sort of kind of playboy action men, kind of cool guys of their period. Undoubtedly, they weren't the norm.
Bullets in a fit, baby, ain't no hit and run.
So one of the Abrams books was reviewed for the Scottish Mountaineering Club journal, and in it the reviewer commented that the climbers looked very posed, almost clown-like in a circus, and they commented that who were the pictures for, as though they were kind of overhammed up almost. The climber wanted to be seen to be being dramatic and exciting. If we wind ourselves forward from the late 1800s, early 1900s to now, we have people posing on Instagram and with other social media to see themselves, you know, in dramatic kind of positions, and they're carrying along that lineage. So in a sense, they're standing on the shoulders of the giants that started the whole thing off, really.
There's no kindness, just pleasure.
Absolutely. That idea of yours, Aras, putting these pictures, great scenery on their wee cards.
Yeah, picture cards, I think.
You mean postcards?
Oh, hey Mabel!
Yeah.
There's a good reason for bringing you along today. That's a cracking idea. Well then,
Tell you what, I'm very happy. This is bloody happy.